Hi everybody, this is John Wick. I'm a realtor in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm going to start out this 8th episode of the Carnival Real Estate video with what I think is the best home tour videography company in the country, at least that I've seen so far. It's Yo Chicago. Let's look at this. They make the realtor look spectacular as well as making the house look spectacular. The guy who's doing this, the photographer, is obviously excellent at making the realtor look comfortable, bringing the best out of the realtor, and it really shows through. And that also makes the house look spectacular, because when the realtor speaks authentically and with a lot of enthusiasm about the house, it makes the house look great. So it's a really good combination. It's not all about just the photos, although I love that they have these stock photos on file that they can just throw in about background on the neighborhood. So that's something special, because they're in it so long, they can just throw in these out of their file, pull them out of their file. But having the person talk at the beginning is so much more engaging. It draws me in for the whole tour than if it was somebody else. And also for this, in this case, this guy comes off great. I can see his personality, and you feel how knowledgeable he is, really super knowledgeable. So, I mean, if you're going to pay for the video, you want to make the house look good, but you want to make yourself look good too, and generate some future business for yourself. Heck, you're picking up the tab. But what I said, you can hear his enthusiasm for certain features of the house, which really draws me in, makes it believable, makes me want to look at the house. Okay, let's look at another one. This is another home tour. This one's not as good as Yo Chicago, but it's much better than most, because at the beginning they have the introduction from the realtor. This beginning here is a little too long. But then they come to the guy. Come on, I want to see a human being here. Okay, he comes in. The lighting's great, obviously done professionally. It's, foggy over there, unfocused there. Really good, so I can see his personality. And then it goes straight into what is a really well done, but kind of a normal tour. Well, actually, it's beautiful, so it's better than normal. But it's still just laying the land. What to me makes it is right now that he's doing a voiceover. That realtor's doing a voiceover, and after a while he ends. So it's something that anybody could do. If you had just a regular straight video tour of the photos and doing the Ken Burns effect, then you could do your own video, put it on the front of it, and you can combine them, like I said last week, within YouTube. You get two videos, you combine them and make a new one, which is the combination of those two videos, with your introduction first and then the standard tour. So that's an idea. Sort of not as good. I wish there was a Yo Chicago quality videographer in Phoenix. Okay, and he also does an extra too. I'd prefer that he'd have it all intro, but well, whatever. Maybe I'm wrong on that. So let's go into, this is another guy in Minneapolis. This guy does a lot of really funny videos, really good. But the one thing I want to talk about this video is at the end he's saying, well, at the beginning he's saying, wait, there's no supply. But then he's saying, if you have a condo that meets these requirements, I have a buyer. So that's something you don't see a lot. I don't think you see it in blogs enough, to come in and say, I'm looking for a buyer needs, and not just talk to realtors, but talk to human beings. It also makes him an authentic realtor, that he's got buyers, and if I'm a seller, I know that he's legit. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is a couple of tutorials. You should watch them. There was 3 tutorials in this series. The first one I thought was terrible, but the next 2 were very good. And this is part 3, post-production, if it ever shows up. So I assume they're related to a production company, maybe in Canada. So her presentation is good, very useful. But the one that's really good is the last one, which is about lighting. Like, my whole shtick is like, I'm just shooting it in available light, and I'm not doing any editing. I just reshoot it again until I get it. That's kind of my shtick. But yeah, someday I'll get to the point, maybe I'll have good lighting, and so this gives me the basics, which is really, really cool. And you can see it's got 270,000 views, so it's early, and it's quick. Really worth seeing. Okay, great. So this is the 8th episode of the Carnival Real Estate video. Be sure and subscribe like I have on this one, or other people, or leave comments, or make them favorites or likes. And if it's a good video, you should do that. Make it a habit. Take care.